Here we come to Zora's domain.
You know what? I think I like every place in this game, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I love the detail, the way that each one is slightly different. Not even slightly,
Yeah.
that they actually go out of their way to make them all look unique. Because these Zoras are much friendlier than the ones from Link to the Past. And different looking as well. These are sea Zoras. The ones from Link to the Past are river Zoras, a different branch of the species.
Which is weird because we're, you know, in a river.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too much.
I mentioned this before, but you can catch fish in a bottle.
Sell it with C, sell it with C.
They do sell for a good amount. They also buy for a good amount. If you just use it, you just drop it like a bug.
Does not multiply.
Unfortunately.
Damn.
Also, I find the music in here really relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not the shop, by the way. Roxy means the actual Zora's Domain music. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. Although that would be nice if this was one of your chill-out themes.
No.
So yeah, fish are a little expensive if you don't just catch them.
What are they used for if they're so expensive?
Oh.
We'll find out later. Zora don't seem to be fish eaters, so there are other uses that we'll find out later. You saw a tunic there as
Is
well.
A blue nail or whatever?
Yep. Or Zora tunic is the official name here.
300 rupees? Damn it.
Also,
Out of our price range.
a few torches around here, which obviously means there's going to be a torch puzzle. So a little bit more challenging here for reasons you can probably tell.
Because of all the water.
Yep. Let's see if I can manage it. Well, can't just yet because you need to set the torch first.
Well, if only we had a magical cube of fire.
Or just a stick.
Oh fine, do it the mundane way.
Alright. You've basically got to do this in a single stick run because these torches are pretty fast to go. Yep, I either missed one or one of them already went out.
Damn.
I think you missed one.
Did I? There's only 4, I thought. The one outside the shop, and then the ones on the path there.
I thought there was one next to the store.
Yeah, I got that one as we passed by, though. So you basically got to do that one perfectly to get the reward. So I'll take one more shot, and then I will off-screen it and edit it in.
That sounds a little fishy.
Nice. Oh well. You guys will see that in a bit, and I'll see it much later. And there you go. And inside... there we go. One extra heart container. Now back to the present where I don't have that yet. Later. Here we have King of the Zoras.
The Zora King.
Not much right now, so we'll have to do a little bit more
He
exploring.
looks so different from the rest of his people.
He's just fat. Don't body shame him.
He's a king. He has to look a little different.
Whoa. Link briefly tripped out reading that sign.
Basically, give me money so I can throw it and watch you get it.
Well, at least he gave us an extra.
Can't say they aren't a generous people.
Yeah.
Even their frogs give money.
You think the frogs are connected to the Zora?
Possibly.
Well, I guess it's possible. I mean, they'd have to at least know each other, right? They live right next door.
They do live in their river.
Now we did the diving game, we can talk to the guy again and get our reward.
400 rubies!
So you can do the diving game as much as you want. It always works the same, and you always get rupees in exchange for it. So if you need money, it's a good way to get it.
Hey, we can dive deeper now. Excellent.
Yep. You'll notice, by the way, that Zora are invisible unless they have surfaced, which is a good ability for water-dwelling people. I'm assuming it's just supposed to represent, like, camouflage underwater.
Or maybe it's magic.
Maybe. I like the camouflage idea, though. Aren't there fish that actually do that? That they're, like, camouflage underwater and they're hard to see when they're below the surface?
None I can name offhand. But it sounds plausible.
Sounds like Ambi might be looking it up right now.
No, I'm just trying to remember.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah, there are like a bunch of fish that are sort of camouflaged there. Like, there are fish in the Florida Keys. Or whenever me and Roxy went there that are almost invisible, like whenever you're looking down at them there. Because they're sort of like silvery fish and the water's really sort of light.
That's
and
cool.
the sand's quite sort of light. So in the bright sunshine they just sort of look vaguely like a shimmer in the water.
Neat. Yeah, I imagine that the way the Zora look is probably supposed to be something like that, because they do have a pretty silvery sheen to their skin, and the scale we got from them was silver scale, so makes sense. And speaking of scale, now that we can dive deeper with it, we can go in this tunnel here.
Yes, because underwater tunnels always lead to such great things.
In this case, they do. This takes us straight to Lake Hylia, which is in the southeastern part of Hyrule Field.
That's a long tunnel.
Navi's found something. There's also this over here, but it doesn't look like we can get deep enough to go down to it, so we'll have to investigate that at some future time.
Just need the Great Fairy to upgrade our scale.
So yeah, instead, let's just explore the lake a little bit. That plaque will be something we'll have to remember for later. So, remember it, Andy.
Oh god. I promise nothing.
He tries, he really does. This is such a weird angle for the game.
Yeah, the camera always seems to get a little bit confused in certain dialogue screens. So I don't want to jump back to the castle like that, so I'm just going to run until Gibora flies off on his own. There he goes. What an owl. What an owl.
What a hoot hoot. What a hoot.
Let's see there's something under here.
Who chose to bury someone on this tiny little rock?
I mean, it's a very nice view for their grave.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
but
could have said they
yeah.
specifically wanted you to bury
also
them.
this area does seem bigger than the rock.
It's the magic of the Great Deku Tree.
That or Dumpy's been remodeling again.
So some business scrubs.
I think this is called a Merchant's Guild.
I like that idea. They just hang out here, hoping no one shoots at them. A little bit of a waste of rupees, but I could use the restock. Less so for this. I'm full up there. But just a nice little catch-up spot if you need to restock on things. And Owl's back. Got a bean spot here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have bugs because I emptied them out, so can't get the Skulltula here. I'll have to remember to get that later. We've got this building here.
This mysterious building.
Literally.
We're gonna use our last magic bean.
We can always buy more. There's cows all over.
Not strange at all.
Jesus.
What do you think about his bone structure, Andy? I know you often have opinions about that in characters.
Well,
I think it's typical of many old folk around the world.
yeah, he's so close to death that his skin has started to recede into his bones, it seems.
Speaking of, I do notice a little bit of similarity.
Wow. Vicious.
I mean, you don't see it, Roxy?
I think it's a cruel joke. The inevitable march of time. I'm more shocked that he doesn't just offer to buy it off you.
It's like, you found my face. It went missing all these years ago.
Red rupees just out of reach. By the way, based on this depth meter here, you can get, for one, an idea of Link's height, and for another, you can see that the counter is actually how many meters down he dives. Yep, those markings are 1 meter per wide line, so you can see that Link is, I don't know, about a meter tall, looks like. Maybe a little bit more than that. Of course, he's not standing straight, so overall, maybe like a meter and a third or so. So he's a short kid.
I mean, he is like, what, 10?
Not even that at this point. He's, well, no, actually, he's 9 right now, I believe.
I thought he was 11.
Nope, in Majora's Mask, he's 12, I think.
What?
Yep.
How does that make any sense?
Well, you see, when you put on a mask, people think you're older, and then you give them your fake ID.
I'll have to double check these ages. I might be wrong, but I'm fairly certain about it.
Can we burn down the scarecrows?
Well, let's try that.
It's a talking, sentient scarecrow, and you want to burn it down.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's an offense to the three goddesses.
A self-made golem.
Or he's working on behalf of the three goddesses.
Hell, he must be, because he wasn't burnt.
Then again, neither were the bushes behind him.
Truly, Din's fire is discerning.
So apparently, because of how disinterested Miyamoto is in like the actual lore of Zelda, he gives like different ages every time someone asks how old is Link in each game. So the most recent one, he said that Child Link was 9. So I don't know. I think it would make more sense for him to be 10
Yeah,
in the beginning, 10 or 11.
Officially, the word of God is, please stop asking me questions, I have things to do. No thanks.
Well.
Wow.
Well.
Thanks, Rudo. I don't know who you are, but thanks.
Well, the Zoras before were talking about Princess Rudo being missing. So, might be related?
Nah.
Might just be coincidence. Yeah.
Let's just ignore it. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm sure no one wants to see a Zora princess anyway.
Actually, I'm dying to see the fish princess.
Nah.
I had a crush on Rudo when I was little.
Aww. Although when your crush is like, hey, meet me inside this thing's belly, it's a little concerning.
And here we have fishing.
Hey, I never said it was normal.
Honestly, I can understand it, Roxy. She's a cute fish.
She is a cute fish.
As far as fish go.
It's a weird thing to say in universe, this fish go.
Wow, you have a rumble feature.
Ambi, do you have a rumble feature?
Not sure. We gotta see whenever we catch a
You
fish.
can feel the vibrations.
What?
Don't make it
What
dirty!
vibrations you talking about? Are you talking about good vibrations?
It's snow, Roxy. He can't help it. It's a reflex.
He's talking about good vibrations.
I am the great innuendo.
So, we need to get a fish bigger than the record.
We need to get bigger than 6 pounds.
Yep.
We might need a bigger bottle.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
No, what you do, Snow, is you take 2 bottles, put one over the head and one over the tail.
But what about our milk?
You can put the milk in there. Fish milk. It's like fish milk, but less annoying.
I'm just terrified at every part of this statement. Swim, little fishy, swim.
Wait, you want the fish to get away?
No, but might as well try.
It's a tiny fish.
Oh, tiny thing.
Honestly, it can get annoying, but the fishing minigame can also be a little soothing sometimes. Are you saying you disagree, Roxy?
I actually found the fishing to be really relaxing in this game, as opposed to Twilight Princess.
I never did fishing in Twilight Princess.
Oh my god. Well, there's the one that you can't avoid doing, which is the first one, and but in the other like fishing holes, it can get pretty annoying.
I must have just either forgotten about that or never actually got that far.
You
Although
blinked it.
Maybe.
Because the first fishing thing is in like the first 20 minutes of the game, so...
Okay, so I must have... So I had to have done it, I just completely forgotten.
There's also a point in the middle of the game that you have to fish for something, but it's not that difficult.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this isn't a good time of day to get the good fish, when you really want to go in is Twilight. So I'm going to mess with time.
To meet the princess?
Yes.
Oh, how dare you.
I get it. That was a good one, Snow. Or not, it's Twilight, rather. It's dawn when you want to go in. So I'm going to hit it one more time and head in the instant it turns to morning. The absolute best time to come here is when it's raining, but we're not lucky enough for that this time.
Oh yeah, I can't remember if you can actually like, trigger rain to happen, like weather magicians.
Yeah, I can't remember if you can trigger it, but it might just be random when you come in or out. Sneaky fish.
Well, hey. Oh my god, I remember. Okay, so I used to do this thing, like, trying to get the loach.
Mm-hmm. Which, for Ambi's reference, is a somewhat secret fish that's the best fish in the pond.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it hides, like, kind of near the branch, I think, that's sticking out of the water.
Yep.
So, like, I think if I recall correctly, either I would stand on the log and try to, like,
That's what
get
I would
it.
do.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's a secret item somewhere around the pond.
There is, but it's an illegal item. You can get a special sinker lure that...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll make your lure sink to the bottom instead of float on top, which makes it easier to catch fish. But...
Can't you also get the hat off the guy?
Yeah. I'll probably show that off, too.
Oh.
And you actually can make the sinker lure legal if you bug the guy enough about it. This one seems a little tiny.
Wow.
Eh.
How does this happen to you in Idron?
Does anybody else have fishing trouble?
Ambi, do you get fishing troubles?
Well, you said you and Idrin, so...
What do you mean fishing troubles?
No, I said how does this happen to you, comma, and
Oh.
space
Okay,
Idron?
that makes more sense. I thought maybe you were talking about Monster Hunter stuff, because I can imagine Monster Hunter has some kind of
Oh
fishing
no,
thing.
he's so good at fishing, I suck.
Okay.
I mean, it's literally you wait for the thing to go down, press a button, and for the really big fish, then you mash all the buttons
well, yeah,
and rotate
it's
the stick.
easy, but you know what's hard? Getting those little fuckers to not bite the lure. Or if you're trying to get a specific fish, then I have to fucking fish all these assholes out of the goddamn water so I can get the one before other fish respawn into the water.
Yep.
That fish might be big enough, but it doesn't seem interested. There we go.
Look at all those lily pads. That's what it is.
The true scourge of every fisherman.
Close, but I think you actually need to get above the record. Let me find out. Nah. I'll try another.
Trying to catch his record fish.
Trying to catch his hat, actually. Just a little bit of revenge.
Which you can do, because I did it once.
Yep. tiny one. Alright, so we're back. Roxy had to step out, so we'll be wrapping things up here, but we did finally hit our record fish.
Hey, that's a big ass fish.
11
Big
pounds.
fish. A real lunker.
Nah. Just gonna throw that back after all that work. Where my fish?
Oops, skip past text. So there is one quick thing that I want to do just for Grotto, just to get myself in a good spot before we hit the dungeon next time. So, just so we don't have too much time without Roxy, because I know they're a huge fan of this and I want to leave them out of it, I'm just going to do another time skip here. Okay, so just outside Lake Hylia, we've got this little area here. This did keep us from going into Lake Hylia early because these fences are too tall to climb, and you can't get on that ladder thing in advance. Now, right in the middle of this little area here...
Oh look, it's our buddy again. Just kind of stalking us at this point.
He's a little late, too.
Yes, you told us this.
Okay, now Grotto. Straight through that flat hole texture.
Oh wow.
Very reasonable business shrub, that one.
Extremely reasonable.
Alright, so with that taken care of, and I think I might have been wrong about not being able to get in there, by the way, we will wrap things up here. And next time we'll have Roxy back, and we'll head after Ruto to meet up with her inside Jabu Jabu. But that'll have to come later. So until next time, everyone. Bye.
See you around.
Till next time.